Hey. How are you? The dirty dozen. The dirty years of Sandy's life. It's like, oh my gosh. Yep. Exactly, right? No balance. Do you see where I was so off kilter? I put, oh goodness, Sandy. But all good. It's all good. We had some amazing times opening my RE/MAX office, and some of the Cancer Relay for Life, some of the golf tournaments, some of the experiences in there, the Canada Day parades with Devin wearing the big RE/MAX balloon costume, and we just lots of greatness. So as much as I was off balance and my life was just straight chaos, it really was anything but all bad. And like I've always said, I have had extraordinary relationships with extraordinary people. And, the fact that, I think Daddy did says, mold don't grow on Sandy. So, yeah. So, as much as I was driven to be successful as a RE/MAX agent, and I just wanted to be the best agent that I could be, right? I also wanted to be the best mom that I could be and the best wife that, but I didn't get it. Fundamentally, I didn't get the balancing act part. I just didn't. So I felt like I had worked hard enough and I was going to put my relationship first. I had worked hard enough, long enough. My health has to matter, and I should be good to rest, travel, and spend more time doing fun outdoor stuff. In between horrific 5-day Supreme Court divorce trials, Doug and I traveled the world, hunting and enjoying incredible adventures, including New Zealand, Azerbaijan, and polar bear hunting, and none of it. We also took our youngest 3 boys on the Norwegian Epic cruise ship out of Miami for spring break 1 year. Life was challenging, but truly it was super fun. In 2008, both of our wood industry related mills closed, but with massive dry LNG, liquid natural gas, deposits discoveries near Fort Nelson, there was very little economic impact from the mill closures, as the majority of mill employees were retrained and hired in the gas industry. It was January 2011 when Nexen chose to pull their support and financial investments from the Fort Nelson Horn River, and my RE/MAX office started to feel a downturn. Optimistic by nature, I thought the downturn might last a few years, but we would certainly be okay. Industry would pick back up soon. A good friend of ours, Ed, who owns a lot of property and 2 very successful businesses in Fort Nelson, shared that he believed that the downturn would last 10 years. No way. As I sit writing this page, we're going on 9 years of what has turned out to be a full-blown local economic tsunami, and we haven't even seen the bottom yet. Our industrial sector has gone from a 1 to 3% vacancy rate to now 80% vacancy. We have seen well over 100 business closures, and it gets worse. With those dismal statistics, massive layoffs, families losing their livelihoods, and far too often, their homes to the bank. Last week, I was working with an accepted offer on a 5-bedroom home on a concrete basement for $45,000 that had previously sold in 2011 for $227,000. And guys, that was last December. That exact home actually sold for $34,500 here in June. Yeah, crazy. As the last 8 years unfolded, my optimism, which had always been my greatest strength, became my doomed destiny. "This is my bankrupt billionaire friend," said my friend Barb to her daughter a few weeks ago. And that's how this story goes and why I get to share it here. I thought I was bulletproof. After earning in excess of $3 million in my first 8 years as a RE/MAX agent, having a very healthy net worth and investment portfolio, including my beautiful home, once appraised at over $900,000, you can likely imagine my shock when I hit that proverbial brick wall and admitted defeat that I had no choice but to claim bankruptcy. It was January 2018, after returning from Sickney Ranch, where Doug and I would take over and run their late buffalo season. That reality came calling with little compassion. The income from my office that January was under $800. 2 large house sales had collapsed due to Poly B plumbing and the many insurance companies' refusal to insure homes built in the 90s having this type of plumbing. I had also taken over a mobile home in a park for my incredible personal assistant's daughter, which, when it sold, proceeds were to be split, but it didn't sell. As a matter of fact, as part of the perfect storm, the park turned down my cash buyers as tenants. I was devastated. The $8,000 was going to be very helpful right then, but no luck. For 3 years, Angie, my seriously incredible bookkeeper, front desk clerk, and damn great friend, together with my accountant, told me that I should seriously look at closing my office and moving to work from home or something, because my big, beautiful RE/MAX Best Results Realty office was in horrific distress. I told Barb and Angie on more than one occasion that we were not an office, we were a family. And if our ship was going down, we're going down together. Never for a minute, though, did I ever think that I couldn't figure it out. I had been cashing in RRSPs for several years to support both the office, being the biggest and most expensive to run office out of 3 local real estate offices, and my own millionaire life. I would never forget the humiliation, tear-filled phone call to A. Farber and Associates, and who would become my bankruptcy trustee, Bridget. She likely has little or no idea of what a deep blessing she was that day. I shared my financial situation and she gave me my options. Tears. Holy shit, could this really be happening? Then Bridget told me that I was exactly the reason bankruptcy protection existed. When the owner of a failed corporation has personally guaranteed the debt, this is the best and fastest way to get from a very deep and very dark financial hole back to ground zero. She also told me that I could have kept my several hundred thousands of dollars, $500,000 in RRSPs, registered retirement savings plans, and claimed bankruptcy years before I had, and be done by now with all of those funds still saved. Who would that scenario have made me? I saved myself and threw my incredible staff under the financial bus? Nope. I wouldn't change it if I could. I would rather keep my integrity, thank you. There's a lot of things that I should have done differently, but that's not one of them. I should all over myself for a very long time. I had never missed a single payment on anything in my life. I didn't owe the government a penny in taxes. I wasn't a financial idiot. I was just broke. Yep, just broke. They would take my Escalade ESV Platinum, which was nothing but a silly hunk of metal, but it sure felt like a huge load of embarrassment, humiliation, shame when that truck got towed through this small town. And the very darkest year of my life has arrived. That is the end of chapter 1, my friends. Day 13, well, day 12, and that was supposed to be day 13 to come to the conclusion, but I just kept reading. It's kind of how I roll. So I hope that shake something up for you. It's it's really surreal for me to read this now, because it really was my life, and it wasn't that long ago, and yet it seems like a lifetime ago. Like, to just bring up those emotions, and just the shame of making that call to the trustee. And she has no idea how much better she made me feel when she is like, you know what? I can honestly say, in all the years I've done this, that if any, very few people have ever come with perfect credit, not owing anything in taxes, not having missed a payment on anything, to, start the process. And I mean, I wouldn't change any of it. I really, really wouldn't. In the moment, I probably would have punched you in the face had you said, this is going to be the biggest blessing of your life, Sandy. Honestly, it really is. So have an incredible, incredible day. Really, 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 I hope that some of that opens up the idea, just the concept that sometimes, maybe, just maybe, our challenges are really our bridges. They just really move us in the direction of our dreams. So have an incredible day, my incredible friend.